Hey, peace and harmony here with you today. Want to discuss the temptation set forth by the narcissist today, and when they give you just enough to keep you around. Maybe it's, you made a little bit of progress with them, you made a little bit of headway, you feel like you've kind of come to some agreement on terms, maybe you made up for a little bit, and you're feeling like, maybe I'm misjudging this, maybe I'm being too harsh, maybe I'm overreacting, and so I want to give it to them on this. Feeling like they are, maybe you're going to let them out a little bit in terms of, the demands or, putting your needs first, and you feel like, well, maybe I should just, let it slide a little bit. You start making those excuses again. And the narcissist will give you just enough, maybe an apology. The apology is not going to be genuine. Maybe you've never even heard an apology from the narcissist before, but, maybe they show up at your doorstep with dinner, they show up with flowers, they show up with candy, they show up with an apology, they want to sleep over, they want you to sleep over, and chances are you're never going to hear certain things from the narcissist like you're right or, something like that, but they give you just enough to keep you around. Do not be tempted by this. Again, this is just their ploy, this is just their mechanism to keep you at bay. And chances are, remember that, they are constantly seeking out supply and backup supply. And they're going to keep you in the state of cognitive dissonance, where basically, you have, and the greater the cognitive dissonance is, the greater the time invested that you have in them, the greater the cognitive dissonance. So if you've been with them for a year, chances are you're going to misjudge your own perceptions. And you got to learn to count on yourself. You've got to learn to trust yourself. And, you've got to give yourself more credit. In fact, I think that it's oftentimes this very situation that keeps us, like in a martyr status with the narcissist, is that we give them more credit than we would give ourselves. We give them more love than we would give ourselves. We give them more time and attention than we would give ourselves. We give them more money for things that they want, than we would give ourselves. And, it's this, some people call it codependency, where it's like you're, constantly needing to take care of other people. This can be at a real detriment. This can be very dangerous. And the older that you get, the more, you really have to keep this curbed, the more you really have to keep this at bay, because, as we get older, our needs are going to increase. Our needs are going to be there more than ever. And the older that we get, the more we're going to need someone who's really genuine, got their act together, someone who we don't have to babysit and take care of. The drama is okay when you're 16, and early 20s. Once you start getting past 22, you got to kick it to the curb. There's no reason why you should be having to live through all these ups and downs. Yes, there's, it's okay to have agreements and discussions and, where are we on this, where are we on that, and have these types of, conversations. But if it's like excessive drama, of the narcissist or the psychopath, where, their behaviors are not making sense. You have to not stick around for the little bit that you're getting from them, because it's going to keep you in a state of cognitive dissonance where one thing to be true, but you're telling yourself something different, and you're going to keep yourself in a sort of mental division or mental stress, which is not good, and it's just a habit that you can unlearn. So I want you to teach yourself to really begin to trust your instinct, trust your intuition, trust your gut a little bit more, and don't be afraid to trust yourself. I think, once you're so in depth with a narcissist or a psychopath, it's very difficult for you to trust yourself. It becomes, there becomes a disconnect, between what you feel you should do and what you actually do. So you have, a behavioral dissonance as well. And you can unlearn that. You just have to learn to give yourself the space and take the challenge. Just, pull back, and deal with some of the, really tougher, more challenging emotions, the flashbacks, the nightmares, the dreams, especially if you've dealt with a severe narcissist or a psychopath. For some time, I would say even close to 2 years. I know it's not always good news, y'all, but it's going to be some time where you're going to have dreams about them. Now, the flashbacks and the kind of intrusive thoughts, those are going to subside. Once you break away from them and you're absolutely committed in your heart, 100%, this person is not right for me. I absolutely positively am letting this go. Every day I'm working on clearing them out of my environment, out of my mindset, out of my spirit, out of my aura. I'm doing positive things for myself. Maybe I'm going to church again, or I'm seeking a support group, or I'm starting a support group, on meetup.com, something that you can do really proactively. Once you can start to get into these situations, you're gonna find that, your normal, peaceful frame of mind is going to resume, which is really, really good news, because going through the initial couple of months, oh my God, it's very devastating. It's very difficult to manage. You kind of feel like you're going crazy from all the crazy making, and it will subside. It will get better. The intrusive thoughts, just hang in there, be strong. Know that this is just part of the process. So get some compassion for yourself, and just, really explain to yourself and just say, what, I know that this is part of the process of going no contact. I know that this is part of the process of really just getting through with them, and pretty soon your normal thought process will begin to resume itself. So I would recommend really hanging in there. Do not be discouraged. Do not be dismayed. Especially when you're dealing with this single-handedly, you've already made a lot of changes in your life, and, here comes another really major, resiliency that you're going to have to drum up within yourself. You can make it, though. Be strong, and know that the intrusive thoughts will go away. The flashbacks will also start to go away. Your body will start to calm down. Now, you might have nightmares or dreams about them. That's to be expected also. It's just kind of like a normal mental release that's taking place as well. You're purging your system of this. It's a good thing. Hang in there through it. It is going to get better. And know that day by day, you're getting closer to getting to a sense of peace and harmony within yourself, within life. And then you're going to be ready to really get stable, secure, and live the good life again. Going out with friends, not worrying about things, not being paranoid, not being hypervigilant, not being strung out on those addicted emotions. Been there, done that, it's the sooner you can do it, the better. Be strong. Please share these videos with anyone who you feel needs it. We're here to support you, have these discussions, and give you great tools on this channel. Peace and harmony. Love you.